This model home sits on 1 acre, has cathedral style ceilings in the living room, and has an amazing backyard patio that looks out to this. Stick around for this one. Hey everyone, Raj Sahu here, realtor in Central Texas, back with another model home walkthrough. Today we're going through the Lincoln plan with GFO Homes. This plan is over 3,400 square feet. It's a 3-bedroom, 4 full bathroom home. And this is a model home that was detailed in a past video as a 1-story plan. But you'll see with this model home, they did the 2-story option, which I'm very excited to show, especially when you look at the layout of this home. And if you felt like it was just missing that 2nd story, well, this model home has it, and it still has all the great features of that Lincoln plan. Wide open kitchen, you have these great sliding glass doors in the back of the living room, and of course, cathedral style ceilings in the living room, which opens up the space so well. And that's why we're gonna stick right here. I'm gonna spend some time in the kitchen, dining, living room area, and then we will come back to the front of the home and cover that later. Starting with the kitchen, take a look at how big this feels. You have this massive island as the centerpiece, and then the upper cabinets are a great touch. Where you have that glass insert, really draws your eyes upward. And one thing you can do to accomplish the same thing is take out those cabinets above the vent hood, put the vent hood and the backsplash all the way up to the ceiling. And that way you can pick a very cool backsplash, some sort of designer backsplash that really also draws your eyes upward. I only say that because those upper cabinets with the glass insert are very expensive. I've gotten very high quotes from various builders going to different design studios recently, and that's why I actually just had a homeowner design their home. They picked an amazing backsplash that goes all the way up to the ceiling, and I think that that's something to consider when designing your kitchen. Moving along, we have the pantry, of course, right off of the kitchen. I would say somewhat standard, maybe a little bit less than what I'd like to see for this type of square footage. With that being said, there's lots of cabinetry in the kitchen. It was a massive kitchen, and you could also do some storage in this area, which is your utility room. Of course, in this model home, they elected to go with a built-in desk in the laundry area, and the 2 doors in this area would lead to a 3-car garage. So you have a 2-car garage facing the side of the property and a 1-car carriage garage separate facing out to the road. Really nice to have that separate space. I think it's something that most people don't think about until you actually buy a home that doesn't have that storage space, and then you realize you really need it. And then we have this breakfast nook area right off of the kitchen. 6-seater table in here, lots of great windows. They do have in their base level plan a separate dining area that would be closer to the stairwell. In this model home, they have that dining area upgraded to a study. So if you really value a separate dining space and you don't necessarily need a study, that area to the right of the TV would actually be open and would just be like a dining flex area is what they're calling it, which would actually open up the space more, and it would be more open space under this cathedral style ceiling. I do think it's something to consider, but it's tough, I think, in this day and age when most people value a study, and I think for future resale, good idea to have a study. It's tough. Love open space, love a study. Let me know what you think in the comments of what you would prefer to do in that area. Moving along, let's head outside through these beautiful sliding glass doors and check out the backyard. And I think if you're somebody who's striving to be on a 1-acre lot, this is why. You really value the outdoors, and it's a dream builder to be out on a back patio like this that also has these sliding glass doors that we went through, which I think opens up the space from the living room to the patio so well. And then cathedral style ceilings again in the backyard patio. I can't tell you how great it feels to get out here and just take a seat on this backyard patio and just admire the beauty that's here, the serenity, and it feels great. We are in a community called North Haven, which is located in Liberty Hill, Texas. Liberty Hill is a fast-growing suburb in the northwest corridor of Austin. And before you look at a map, what I'll tell you is a lot of people don't understand how Texas cities are built out. Or better stated, they compare it to the current city that they're in, which is outside of Texas, where there's topography around, everything's centralized around downtown. And once you get 20, 30 miles outside of that downtown area, you're way out in the country. Texas is really not like that. Yes, we are in a 1-acre lot community. It's about 37 miles outside of downtown. But if you understand the growth trajectory around Austin and look at the highway system that's getting built out, for example, there's a highway that just is currently getting extended called 183. It's about 5 minutes south of this community. So you can access a major highway very close by to this community that gets you to the rest of the city. And then just south of here, if you Google 2 developments called Leander Springs and Leander Northline, you'll see that those are massive developments that are coming just around 13 minutes drive from this community. In other words, there's very few areas in the United States, in my opinion, where you can get that hill country feel, you can get a 1-acre lot community, and you get these beautiful homes that are built there, and you're out in the country, meaning it's like peaceful, serene, but you're still very close to amenities that I think people want to still be close by to. They don't want to compromise being so far away. And I think this type of community really accomplishes that. And I think GFO is a good builder, as you can see here, to help get you that home that you're really looking for. And we're going to prove that right now in the owner's suite. So wait till you see the owner's bathroom. Looks amazing. In this owner's bedroom, look at the design upgrade they did. See those curtains going all the way up to the ceiling? I've had so many buyers walk a model home like this and then walk this same plan as an inventory home. Maybe they're thinking of buying it or something like that. And it's not staged, it doesn't have any decorations, and they always say the same thing. It feels smaller. It feels smaller because these design upgrades make a big difference. I think those windows are fairly standard 3x6 window, but because you do that design upgrade, it's not a design upgrade, it's something you do aftermarket. And by putting in those curtains, it makes that space feel so much bigger. So copy what you see if you like it. That's what I always say. I'm heading into the owner's bathroom. As you can tell, wide open. They somehow fit a couple windows in here to bring in some natural light. I like these light fixtures that they did here. Definitely something that's unique. Definitely not necessary for resale, but something that I think is a cool touch. And then I love this freestanding tub. And they did tile all the way across the wall. Again, not something that's needed, but I think a backsplash behind a freestanding tub is probably a good idea. You can even make it like a focal point of the bathroom, doing some sort of design there. But check out this wide open owner's shower. A lot of builders will do this as like an upgrade super shower. I'm seeing this done in a lot of their inventory homes with GFO, and I think it's fantastic. If this is something that you're going to be using every day, it's so nice to get into an area that still feels very open, practically feels like you're just still in your whole bathroom when you're in that walk-in shower. And then with all the natural light coming in through those windows, it makes a big difference to hop in that shower when you first wake up. I think it's a very cool touch to have in the bathroom. Moving along to the owner's closet, it is massive. I really don't think you can get good depth perception in here, and a lot of builders don't want me, giving out dimensions because these can definitely change over time, and not all homes are built exactly the same way. So I can't quote dimensions on these videos, but I can tell you just from walking through here, that is a huge closet. Let's move on to the study, and then I'll show you the rest of this first story. While we're heading over there, I want to mention GFO Homes, like most builders, had to move to building all inventory homes where they pick all the upgrades. And they did that because there was a ton of supply chain disruption. Fortunately, a lot of that has calmed down. So they're talking about bringing back to-be-built lots in this community. I know it's happening in a couple of other communities. So with that being said, if you are looking at various builders, reach out to me. My information's in the description of this video. I'm happy to be a guide for you while looking at various builders. And if I don't think your criteria makes sense for me, I'll connect you with a great realtor partner who's specialized in what your home search criteria is. More on that a little bit later. Let's focus in on this study. First off, the design's so unique with the different wall designs. I would never do that with a builder. Usually, if they even offer that as an option, it's going to come with quite a bit of a premium. Fortunately, there are plenty of aftermarket providers that can do something like that. There's even like a peel and stick company that is very affordable and it looks fantastic. So reach out to me if you need the details on that. And then check out this downstairs game room sliding door. The thing is massive. We will head upstairs later. There's also a game room up there. But check out this door, and this thing is huge. And I think it's actually very functional, because if you are imagining kids or maybe even grandkids down here in that game room and you're cooking and you don't want to hear them, it's really nice to have a doorway here. But if it wasn't that sliding door, it would open up into the space. And if you can imagine, that would really cut into this space. And that's where I think the utility of that door is very cool. It's also aesthetically pleasing when you walk in and there's that giant sliding door. Very unique, something I think is probably going to be put into a lot of homes now that a lot of people are showing interest in sliding doors. Now, I know this game room is staged as kind of like a play area, but again, there's a game room upstairs in this model home. So I felt like there could be an opportunity there to put in like a media room or do some pre-wiring for speakers, just because you have already another hangout area upstairs. And so to kind of make that into a theater room could be a good idea. And then there is a full bathroom right off of this game room that we were at. And take a look at this tile. So they put a wood look tile in the bathtub. I don't think I've ever seen this. This is usually a wood look tile that's put on the floors. But I thought that was very interesting. Let me know what you think about that. Maybe that's a new trend that's about to start. And then off of the game room, we have 2 bedrooms. So there's another bedroom that was ahead of us that we'll get to in a couple minutes. And then we have this bedroom that's located off the front of the home. And while we're in here, when you notice things like that light fixture and accent wall, just keep in mind, these are model homes. A lot of model homes are over upgraded beyond what your average homeowner does. So I don't want you to think that when you see a price of a home that's an inventory home and it says all the upgrades are included, that you think that you're getting these upgrades. You're most likely not. This is going to be well beyond the average. With that being said, there's some good design, ideas. I've kind of pointed out a lot of them throughout this video. I'm not sure putting a light fixture like that makes sense and paying a bundle to do that in the spare bedroom. It's great if you really value it, but for resale, I don't think too many people are going to be making a buying decision based on that in a spare bedroom of all places. Other areas, much different. Kitchen, living room, owner's bedroom, bathroom. These are the places where you want to put a lot of your money. And then both bedrooms had bathrooms. So this one is en suite in the bedroom. The other one is located off the hallway. So, guests would have to kind of go through the game room to kind of access that full bathroom. And then from here, let's head upstairs. So like I mentioned, they did a 2nd story upgrade. So this is also a 1-story plan if that's all you want, or you can do the 2-story upgrade. Well, before we head up there, take a look at this wall. I thought this was really interesting. I have never seen like an accent wall with this, I guess, like a trunk of a tree type of design. That's what it's trying to mimic, at least. I thought that was very cool. Although I didn't really even notice it when I first walked into this home, because the first thing I noticed was the cathedral style ceilings. And that's why I just ran out to the living room, because I thought that was very cool. And then this 2nd story game room, I think, is fantastic. What I think a lot of people miss in a 1-story plan is privacy. I referenced that sliding door on the 1st floor because, yes, that does get you a little bit of privacy, but that sliding door is also extremely expensive. I don't know the cost of it off the top of my head, but I can only imagine because of the size of it. I've seen some sliding doors alone be like $8,000 to $12,000, but that's like obviously a rough ballpark guess. But that's what it sometimes takes to give you a privacy on a 1-story plan. But these 2-story plans, there's built-in privacy. And if there's anything that 2020, 2021 taught us while everybody was stuck indoors, is that sometimes you need some privacy in your house from others that are in it. I think we all know what I'm talking about. And look, there's nothing wrong with that. It's just, it's tough when you can't get that in your own house. But when you have a second story, it again just gives you that built-in privacy, which is great. And then as you can tell here, we have a full bathroom off of the game room, which this is a fantastic option to have. So if you like this model home and you want to see another one from GFO, click on the thumbnail that's appeared on your screen. And then if you've watched the video so far, like the video, subscribe to the channel to see more model home walkthroughs like this. And again, if you need help with real estate anywhere in Texas, reach out to me. Happy to help. Take care, everyone.